What's up, everybody? All right, today we are going to be having some fun here. I've got a slightly different screen setup today, so when you see me looking off over here, it's because the camera's now over here on the second screen, and I got my code over here. We are going to be doing something a little different, something a little I've never done here. I'm going to be using SpriteKit today and have a little bit of Swift gaming fun. So we're going to try and just create some kind of little simple game stuff here. We'll see how it goes. Feel free to ask questions in the chat. I don't know squat about SpriteKit, so I'm going to be following along with some tutorial code and some documentation here, see if we can't get this thing running. All right. Let's see. I hope you're all having a good weekend. Okay. You should be able to see my code over here. What I've got so far, I'll show you what I've set up. I just very quickly set up an entirely new project here. I selected SpriteKit. A game with SpriteKit, no testing, none of that rubbish. We're not going to do any of that. Well, rubbish for this, I should say. I got an asset that I've set up here just very quickly. A couple of blocks that you can see I drew in Sketch right here, and I just exported that as a PNG. That's going to be our gun. The idea is going to have a little gun at the bottom of the screen here. We'll be able to move it around, hopefully, and shoot things. That's kind of a, think Space Invaders or something like that. That's what we're going to try and go for. We'll see how this goes. I don't know. Like I say, I've never done SpriteKit, so we'll see how that works out. Hopefully you're hearing me okay. The microphones are close enough and everything else is working out here. I got the mics off to one side and I got the camera over here, so hopefully this is all going to work out. All right, let's go ahead and get into this and have some fun. So first thing, I'm gonna run what I've got here right now. I'll show you. It's not much. That's kind of the point, I guess. So when it runs, there's absolutely nothing, because what I did, I went into the game view controller here that you get that is generated for you in SpriteKit, just deleted everything. I stripped it right back to the view did load. There is no other code here. When you create a sample project in Xcode for this, it creates some extra code for you. It puts in a little sprite scene and some text and that, just so you know it's running. And all I've done is I've just stripped all of that out. You'll see that here in this game scene. It puts this hello world. Stripped that out. It doesn't load that or any of that. So we are back to basically nothing. So I'm thinking that the first thing I want to do is try and load up this gun sprite, get it on the screen here, right? It's going to be interesting. Like I say, you have to bear with me on this because I don't know anything about this. So we'll have some fun here. Don't know how far we're going to get today, but we'll keep this going as a little project, even if it runs over multiple streams. All right, so let's see. Like I say, I've got I'm sort of following along in some documentation on that here. So I don't necessarily understand it all as we do it. I'm going to learn as we go here. Hopefully we'll do that together, have some fun. This is not meant to be serious, not a serious coding exercise, just purely having some fun here. All right, so let's see. First thing we've got to do is set up a reference to our scene. So I know that that's going to be game scene. And then I think, assuming that this tutorial is not out of date or too far out of date, view.bounds.size. Right, so that's going to be our scene. Let's see here, let skView equal a view as an skView. SceneKit view, by the way, is what that stands for in case you don't know. Let's set it up here to show the FPS to make sure that I've got everything running here. Let's see, we'll set the scaling here, so we want it to scale. We want the scale mode to be a resize and fill for different devices, and then finally skView, we want to present the scene, otherwise it's not going to load it, it's not going to do anything, right? So the scene is the scene. All right, that's pretty straightforward theoretically. Let's see here. I cannot find game scene in scope. What have I got missing? Did I delete something that I shouldn't have? Game scene is not a thing. Hey Nicholas, how you doing, buddy? Yeah, some SpriteKit. Never done it. We're gonna see how this works out. Don't know anything about it, so we'll have some fun together. How about that, right? How you doing? How's your weekend been, Nicholas? And before you ask, Nicholas, no unboxing video. Still waiting for the box to turn up. Hopefully in the next couple of days. It's kind of delayed here. So there's still time for you to go get your 14-inch laptop and play along. All right, so game scene. Why is game scene not recognized? I've got SpriteKit. I got this. It's not going to build, right? Cannot infer contextual base in reference to member resize fill. So I'm guessing this documentation I'm looking at here is out of date. That's a good start. Let's do this. We're going to walk backwards here. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this out. We're going to step back through the history here, back to the sample code, and see what we get. All right. Maybe game scene is no longer supported. Let's get rid of this first of all. Don't need that. I don't even think I need that. And should auto rotate? No, I don't want that. So we want false. All right, let's look at the code, compare the code that they've given us here in the sample view. He was about to ask. I knew you were gonna. I knew you wanted to ask. Because I was confident before I started the stream today, I thought, somebody's gonna say to me, hey, what about that unboxing thing? Yeah, love to have done it for you by now. I was really looking forward to it, but sorry, still waiting for it. I guess the moral of the story here is that just because someone gives you a date range, it's somewhat, bit of a suggested date range. Just like kind of the Mayans, they're like, the world will end around 2012. Turned out it was 2020. Who knew? Don't worry, you will see. You will be the second person to know about it when the box turns up. I promise you, Nicholas. All right, so load the SK scene from game scene. Well, I don't want to do that, so I don't want that, right? What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this. I'm gonna put my code down here so we can compare these. Okay, so let's see here. If let view equals self view as an SK view, maybe an SK view. All right, that's gonna take care of that one. Aspect fill, that's in there, right? And then the presentation of the scene. So actually, in reality, what I may be able to do here, let's see. Let's try this. We're gonna experiment a little here. So let's get rid of that. Let's get rid of that. But don't worry, Nicholas. Like I said, there's still time for you to order yours and catch up if you want to. All right, let's keep that. Well, so the problem is that it's going to be loading this game scene. So if I delete that label, let's try this a different way. How do I add? I say it like I know what I'm doing here, which I don't. How can I add something? Nope, that's not it. What about if I do this? Instead of loading here, let's just do this here. You just keep that around as reference. But we're just going to create a new one. So let scene equal SK scene. What do you think? Gonna bomb? It's probably gonna bomb, right? Well, we got rid of one. Okay, hang on. Value of type UI view as no member. Da, 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 da. Okay, because I think it needs to be moved up to there. See if we can get this to run in. So I want to see a blank screen here. That's exactly what I got. With a massive 1 frame per second. Yeah! Look at that performance. 1 frame per second. Hey, you know, a little bit of lag. Okay, so now we've got our view. Let's see here. Okay, so I can do away with this. I've got my empty view. And I guessed good. And get rid of that. And all of that. Right, one empty view. Now let's add our sprite to it. Okay, let's think. So, what about this? Let's have let player equal sk sprite node, and it's an image, right? So image is it image named? Yeah, okay, with an image named. I think I called it gun. Let's check this. Under assets, gun. Yeah, okay. This case, sprite node, image named gun. Incorrect argument labeling call. Image file named, but it's not a, okay. It's not a file, so I don't think that's gonna work, but okay. We'll go with it. No error so far. Let's have a look. Trying to move some windows around here. See if I can get some windows cleaned up on this other screen. Okay. So if I've got this like this, do I now say add child, and the child I want to add player, value of optional type sk shape node must be unwrapped. Yeah. Okay. Please no errors. Thank you. Okay. And there's an error. Cannot convert value of type sk shape node to expected argument type UI view controller. And that makes sense, I guess. So that's not that. What about view dot add let's see. Gotta add something. Okay, I need to add it as a child of the scene. So if the scene is this, is it scene dot add child player? Because that's an sk node. All right. Nope. So close. Yep. Let's just unwrap it this way. Come on. Build succeeded. All right. Let's run it, see where it ends up. I think it's going to end up in a corner somewhere. Oh, no. Unexpectedly found nil while unwrapping. I guess I should have seen that coming, right? because it's not a file. I mean, it's not a file, it's an image. But it's not going to like that, is it? Nope. Incorrect argument labeling call. Have image named expected file named. But that is not what I wanted. Let player equal SK sprite. Oh. I filled in the wrong one. It's a sprite. Of course it is. SK sprite node. Image named gun. Okay. Why did nobody spot this? All right. Don't see it, but I'm pretty certain I've got to set some properties here, right? Yeah. Okay. So let's see. I got to set the position. And the position is going to probably be a CG point, I'm guessing. An X and Y. Okay, well let's start with 0, 0. Let's start there. All right, either 0, 0 is not on the screen or I'm just not seeing it. So, randomly punching number time. Oh, hang on, what's this? Size dot width times 0.1. Maybe there's a scaling issue here. Size dot height, right? 0.5. Let's just pick a number. Okay, what didn't you like? Value of type, yada, 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 has no member height. Well, according to that, it does. Player dot position equals CG point and X size no. Okay, hang on, let's back up. Let's think about this in multiple steps. That's the position. Player dot size equals some random number, 50, because who knows? Value of type into it. Okay, so CG size 50. It's not gonna like it, probably. Yeah, CG size, width and height. Okay, 50 and 50. No errors. All right. See, I think that light gray is because that is it. That is the color of the thing right here, right? So let's scale this right down. Maybe it's massive. Thing is, how do I know where that position is? Correct. What was I correct on? I can't believe I was correct on anything. Size dot width. CG point should be its size. Oh, maybe times 0.1. It's probably not going to like that, right? Cannot find player dot size dot width. Okay, all right, so if that's that, let's go backwards here. So player dot size dot height, line 24. Oh, thank you. Times 0.5. Let's make it smaller. Okay, let's not have a typo. All right, so we've got a position, we've got a size, we've got a position. And let's try it again. I don't know, that doesn't look so good, does it? Or is it still building? Okay, ooh, wait, we got something coming through. I'm thinking it's probably really, really big. Let's just set the size and the height to 1, see what happens. All right, we're getting somewhere. It's obviously massive, massive. No, it's tiny. Okay, let's try and figure this out. View dot width divided by 2. Put me in the middle. What do you think? Xcode says no. Cannot convert value of type NS layout dimension to expect. Okay. Let's just really wing this. Isn't there no like just width property? The receiver's window object or nil if it has none. All right. Of course, I could just look it up. Let's just look it up in documentation. How about that? Okay, get the middle location of a Swift SK view. Positioning a scene's origin within its view. Okay, we'll go to the Apple developer content here. Let's have a look. See if I can. All right. Let's try and clean up this desktop a bit here. Hide the desktop icons so I can make this big. Okay, there we go. All right. Drawing SpriteKit content in a view. create the scene. I've done that. Got that. Add it. That didn't tell me squat that I didn't already know. I think. Oh wait, set the scene coordinate to 0 at the center of the screen. Perfect. Let's borrow this. Let's get rid of some of this. Okay. Scene anchor point is going to be set to the middle. I wonder if that has to be 0.5 as well. No errors. No picture. But no errors. But no picture. Well, you know what? I told you that I didn't know anything about SpriteKit. Can't say I didn't warn you. When you pass the size of the view's bounds to the scene initializer, you size the scene to the view's size. Okay, let's do this. Okay, now I'm confident. Whoa! All right. Those numbers are wrong there. Yeah, okay. How do I set player dot aspect ratio? Nope. Let me see, what's wrong with this? If we go back to our file, it should be a square, which it isn't. So that's going to stretch it too high. Okay. Let's do a little quick retain aspect ratio on SK Sprite. Well, Sprite node, I guess I should say. Sprite scenes, scene scaling and image sizes. Okay, does this have a scale mode? Player dot scale to a CG size of 1. I get the feeling I wouldn't be any better off here. No, I think I'm going down the wrong path. Whew, that is a lot of text. Nope. Set the scene scale mode. Set a fixed aspect ratio. No, that's all well and good for the scene. But what I want is the sprite scene scaling and image sizes. SK sprite node size. Okay, 30 by 49, 90 by 147, 60 by 98. I wonder if it's that simple. What do you think? I'm going to go with no. All right. That's divided by 2. Should be the same as that, right? Yeah. Okay. Still massive. Jeez. Maybe I overdid the sprite sizes on these. All about the fun of experimentation, right? Better. We'll go with that for now. Okay, so that's that. But oh, wrong way. One at the bottom of the screen. Okay, good enough. All right, we're getting there. See, already learned a lot together, haven't we? Next up, let's see. Movement. Let's now look at making something move. did move, maybe? Is this what I'm looking for here? Moving an SK Sprite node using screen touches. Don't want to move to touch location. I just want to move it to left and right. Handling touches in your view. Sounds like the thing we're looking for, doesn't it? Well, yeah, I know it's that. Nope. No. Let's just put a breakpoint there, so that when I tap the screen, hopefully I'm going to get a breakpoint. Touches begin, I think. You're absolutely right. Or touches began. But I think it should be begin, right? Touches begin. What are they? All right. Let's back up. You know what? We're going to write this ourselves. Override. Thank you, Nicholas. Touches began. Tells this object that one or more new touches occurred in a view or a window. Yes. Okay. Code, just breakpoint. All right. Look at you, Nicholas. You should have just wrote this game for us. There we go. Okay. So let's make some notes on what we've got to do here. Did touch left of screen, or did touch right of screen? I wonder if there's a super useful. Nope, that's not what I was looking for. I'm wondering if there's a super useful thing built in that we can use. Probably not. Or maybe there is. If touches touch location equal touch location in node self. All right. Value of type yada yada yada. Has no member. Okay. If touches dot location of touch in, nope, that's not the one I want. Maybe that'll do it. Let's take a look at this, see what this is. Didn't really help me much. Yep. Oh, duh. Okay. Let's just take the first one. What does that give me? Nothing, because it's nil. Oh, even better. Okay. What didn't you like? In view, itself. Cannot convert value of type. View. Oh, okay. Just view then, please. Okay, I can't believe I touched 0, 0 though. Tab counter 1. Location in window. Okay. Nah. I think touches dot location in self. You think so? All right. Oh, oh. Let's not hit that key again. All right, Nicholas, let's give it a go. Touches dot location in self. Hey, Logan. Sorry, I didn't see you over there. Logan, I am just having some fun with SpriteKit here. I've never done anything with SpriteKit, and I thought, well, let's just do a SpriteKit thing, make some silly little, like, start to work on a game, and just have some fun exploring SpriteKit. So that's what we're doing here. How are you doing? And for those of you maybe who don't know, SpriteKit is an iOS technology. So I'm doing this here in Swift. All games that I've previously written, I've been in Unity, and I just thought it was about time that I had some fun with SpriteKit here. So we are literally starting this from nothing, and my understanding of nothing on SpriteKit. So this is completely new territory for me. Okay, let's have a look. I see what you got here, Nicholas. I'm going to see if I can just copy and paste it from Nicholas here. Nicholas is now pseudo coding this for me. Here we go. Oh, Nicholas, you were so close. Nice try, Nicholas. We were so close. I mean, I think that, you know, it was definitely printing it out here as I looped through I'm guessing in the array or set, whatever it may, probably an array of the information here. Just got to get the right one. Hey, Logan, it is fun. SpriteKit is not something I have any experience with. And normally I would just jump straight to Unity, but I was like, you know what? I mean, I should have some fun with this, right? I'm never too afraid to completely mess stuff up in public when I'm doing it the first time, because I'm sure I'm not the only one. And if by me messing it up it makes other people feel better, fantastic, right? And besides, weekend coding for me is all about just having the fun of doing it. In the week, when the day job, it's more like fixing the problems, getting it working. But at the weekend, just like to have fun with it. Who knows? Maybe by the end of this, I may even have a working game. I think if I don't get this completed today, which is probably not going to happen, I'll just keep this around and we'll keep working on this over time and have something fully working at the end of it. Even if it's just not an amazing game, it'll still be a game that's been written, right? All right, value of set. So it is a set. UI attach has no member, so it's a set. Okay, so that's why we can loop through it up here. So let's uncomment this again. I'm gonna comment this one out for now. We'll keep it though, Nicholas. We'll keep that there. But let's print these. And see if I can't completely screw this up. Okay, so there are the numbers. And now it's only showing the one row. So hold on. I mean, isn't that, yeah. This is exactly what we did. So, sorry. Back up, Peter. Peter, back up. All right, hang on. Get rid of this one. So if this is a set, I'm pretty confident there's only one thing in this set, right? Okay, touch location. Got it. There it is. All right. So close, Nicholas. Well done. Just got to get the first one in the set, even though it's the only one in the set, apparently. So, let's start here. All right, so we're going to get that. I've already forgotten the numbers. Okay. So I'm going to click right there. And then I'm going to click over here. And then I'm going to click over here. Can't just run. Okay. 162, 40, 479. All right. Let's do this. That's not really going to help me much here. Okay, jeez. Okay, just print the whole thing. Okay, so we're going to click in the middle. 161, 65, 43. Now, what I'm thinking is saying, okay, if you're tapping on the left of the player, go left, and if you're clicking on the right, go right. So we're checking against the position of the player rather than just are you tapping the left or right of the screen in comparison to the middle of the screen. I think it makes more sense to do it on the player, because maybe I want to go just a little bit to the right, in which case I want to tap just to the right. You see what I'm saying? I mean, I could do it either side, either way. I guess it doesn't matter, but let's try this. So let's player dot position dot x. Okay. So their x is always going to be 0, 0. Just out of curiosity, player dot position dot x equals touch location dot x. I don't know. We'll see. I don't trust your Xcode, but okay. I'm just trying to get a feel for how this works here. Okay. So it's going to be really small movements then, right? Of course, I'm going to animate this and everything in the end. Oh. Okay, so now that we understand that, maybe I do need to do this by the screen. Maybe that does make more sense. Okay, let me think. Okay, well, I'll keep that. So if they touch the right side of the screen, that is what we want. If they touch the left side of the screen, we want that. So if touch equals left, do that. Else if touch equals right. Just going to pseudocode this a little bit here for now. Do that. Okay, so if I now said let touch equal left, oh no. Oh, sorry. Jeez. Okay, we're going left. If it's right. And now we just got to do the math. It'll go right. Okay. What I also need, don't care about this now, but I care about the view dot width. No, view dot size. View dot bounds dot width divided by 2. Beautiful. Okay, so it's 1/6. All right, so if touch location dot x is less than the view dot bounds dot width divided by 2, let touch equal left. Else let touch equal right. Whoops. Why is it complaining about this now? Okay, fingers crossed. To the left, to the, oh, awesome. How awesome is this? Okay. Perfect. All right, I'm going to take a quick break. I'm going to grab me a drink here. I will be right back, folks. But let's celebrate the win right there. All right, let's get back on this. Got some water here. Okay, next thing. Think we got to get some bullets, right? So let's draw a bullet here. Let's draw an incredibly complicated rocket. How about that? It's going to look exactly like something. Let's do that. We're just going to draw real basic simple shapes here, right? We're going to insert a shape. It's going to be a triangle. All right. Who knows, if this works out, maybe we'll make this into a little bit more fancy looking. Oh dear, looks awful. All right, let's group this. Let's call this a rocket. That is a rocket in need of a power up, I tell you. All right, export. Oh, what's going on here? Hold on a second. All right, that was odd. Okay, important here. Screen went weird. Okay, go to the assets. I'm gonna create a new asset here. New image set, call it rocket. Try again. Rocket. Got the graphics there. Incredible looking rocket. All right, there it is. Okay, let's go back to our game controller here. We can get rid of these. That's all working. Wonderful, super lovely. We'll refactor that into some decent looking code eventually. So let rocket equal sk sprite node image named rocket. Rocket.size is a CG size with a width and a height, which you gotta find. (15 by 27). And what I'll do, just so we can get this working properly here, is I'm gonna just add it to the scene so we can check the size and everything else. Add child rocket and run it. there's a big rocket. Okay. I want it to be even smaller than that. Okay, good. All right. So we're not going to add it to the scene there because we don't want that to appear automatically like that right there. What I think we want to do though, keep the game's controls simple, right? You move it, but it constantly fires for you, so you don't have to hit a fire button or anything like that. Okay. So maybe we do want to have it so that it automatically starts firing as soon as it comes up on the screen like that. We can build, got to build the whole game loop and everything else on this at some point. I'm pleased that we got this far and we got graphics on the screen. I wasn't even expecting to get that far. Okay, so let's set the rocket position though. We want that to be slightly higher than the ship, right? So let's see what 00 gives us. Okay, 00 is there, so oh, I may have overdone that. Just want to nudge it up just above the ship. Getting there. I'm going to go, I want there to be a little bit of a gap. Good enough. Okay. So let's make it just a fraction small. Yeah, okay. Now, of course, what will happen here is that it's just going to travel in a straight line up and off the screen. Once it gets off the screen, we'll fire the next one and so on and so on. So we've got some animation and stuff to do there. That's going to be a completely new thing as well. I think what we're going to do, we'll leave it there for now. We'll come back to this in the week and we will have the rocket animate up to the top of the screen, off the screen, reset itself, and make sure as well that we want the rocket to be always aligned with the ship. So as the ship moves, it's so you can have the two independent ones, right? You've got the bullet's going to go up and then the ship's going to be like this. And of course the ship can move and the bullet will keep in a straight line, and then the next rocket, will be aligned with the ship wherever the ship may be on the screen. That's going to be the next thing. So we've got some basics working here. Again, had some fun with SpriteKit. Going to leave this where it is. We'll revisit this together on the next stream. Keep an eye. I'll probably try and put a stream up in the week maybe for this. Keep the momentum going. Other than that, we're going to leave it there for this week, folks. If this has been helpful, let me know. Go to compileswift.com. Love to hear from you. Reach out to me. Let me know. But SpriteKit is pretty straightforward once you get used to it. It's pretty nice. Obviously, we're doing some very basic things here, but we're going to get into it. So we'll do that. Thank you, Nicholas. Thank you, Logan, for joining us. Nicholas, thank you for helping out with the code. Appreciate that. And we will pick it up next time. Awesome fun, folks, right? Who knows? Maybe next time. Maybe next time. Between now and the next stream, there'll be that extra stream with the unboxing of some new hardware. There better be, right? Because, goodness, that thing needs to turn up. Okay, take care of yourselves. I'll speak to you soon. Have a good week.